Hey guys and gals, it's Double B Billy Boudreaux, aka WrestleGamer, here on the WGS YouTube channel, youtube.com/WrestleGamer. And we're having another look into a WrestleMania match, but WrestleMania about 6 days away. Let's go ahead and take a look at the WWE Championship match involving The Miz, John Cena, and of course involved in this angle is The Rock. Now, this has been a very interesting storyline, very weird angle to be more specific, in my opinion. And it all started when Rock came back. Well, it started before that when John Cena got named the #1 contender from winning at Elimination Chamber. But they added The Rock's involvement into the storyline between John Cena and The Miz ever since The Rock came back and announced he was going to be the host of WrestleMania. And then ever since then, instead of having more focus on Cena and The Miz for the WWE Championship, they decided to have more focus on Cena and The Rock. And they tried their hardest to try to insert The Miz into this storyline, into this angle between Cena and The Rock. And they did a damn good job of it. I meant to say. I'm a little tongued right now. Anyway, they did a damn good job of it when Miz jumped Cena in the middle of the ring. I think it was after their tag match that they had, I think. And it might have been the tag match, or it might have been after Cena beat Alex Riley, either one. But it was when The Miz did the, not the Rock Bottom, he did the Skull Crushing finale, then he did the People's Elbow on John Cena and mocking The Rock. And then what really cemented him in this angle as well, or even more, I should say, was when he came out mocking The Rock, dressed as The Rock. He had the ball cap on, and he was wearing the Rock gear and everything like that. So I think they did a damn good job of it. Now, we just watched Monday Night Raw, and one thing I'm shocked about is the one Rock appeared live, and he didn't do it via satellite. So I was a little shocked about that. Rock was actually inside the ring doing something. How about that? Rock was actually there live instead of either sending in a tape or appearing via satellite. About freaking time, Rock. Now, it's nice of you to take your time and wait until the very last Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania to actually make a live appearance. No, that's nice timing on your part. But I love the way they pulled off this angle tonight to kind of really seal the deal, as I would say, for this angle. You know, first of all, let The Rock come out, start, you know, doing his usual Rock isms, as I would say. You know, finally The Rock has returned to whatever, and then he started spouting off about Cena. And one thing, again, they're still not doing, the one thing that they're still not getting at, they're not letting Rock respond to The Miz. They're only doing Rock and Cena and The Rock. Miz is throwing out the insults and throwing out the things at The Rock, but the only thing he's telling Miz to do, The Rock, is it's time for talking is over, but yet they still did a hell of a lot of talking tonight. So that's the thing I'm still not seeing. I'm not seeing The Rock respond to The Miz. The only thing they did tonight with Rock and Miz is have The Rock beat the total snot out of Miz and Alex Riley in the ring. They don't let him. The Rock is not verbally responding to what The Miz is saying. They're trying to keep the main focus. Follow me, people. They're trying to keep the main focus so far in this angle to Cena and The Rock. For some reason, they don't want to keep the main focus to be Cena and The Miz, which it should be, because that's the championship match. It should be Cena and The Miz. That's what the focus should be on. Instead, WWE brings in The Rock to totally discombobulate everything. Now, if they really wanted to put The Rock in a good angle for this match, they would have allowed him to verbally respond to The Miz. What do? They allow Rock to say about 1 or 2 sentences and then a beatdown. First, Cena and Riley, Miz and Riley, we're going to beat down The Rock, and then Rock responds with the smackdown, and and does the people's elbow, which we haven't seen in a long time on The Miz. And for some inane reason, Miz gets up immediately, and then Rock throws him out. Then Cena comes from behind to a chorus of boos, and then Attitude Adjust gives the AA, or it's really called the FU. That's what it should be, but thank you, WWPG. Anyway, gives the FU to The Rock to a chorus of boos. Now, again, it's been a very interesting 4 weeks leading up until this match. A lot of things have transpired. You know, a lot of them that I just talked about here. It's quite evident. It's quite evident. It could be even called, maybe you could even call it common knowledge, that The Rock is going to be involved in the match. You know, we all know that he wasn't just going to be there to be the host. There's no way The Rock was just going to be there to be host. He's got to be involved physically, more than that, than just being the host of WrestleMania. And then, for some reason inside of me, when he started mouthing off about John Cena and saying that he has a problem with John Cena and The Miz, and I was like, okay, then they're going to have Rock get involved in the Cena and The Miz match. Now, again, I thought tonight on Monday Night Raw, I thought it was a good way to kind of seal the deal. But I would have really liked to have not just The Rock and Cena going back and forth verbally. I probably really would have enjoyed having Rock and Miz going back and forth, because I would have liked to see the way that would have transpired, the way it would have been acted out, because I think that would have been a very good way, a very nice thing to add to this angle. You know, instead of just having the main focus being Rock and Cena, it would make the main focus everybody, the whole group. You know, Rock, Cena, and The Miz. But instead, it's just been Rock, Cena, Rock, Cena. What's Rock going to say about Cena? What's Cena's going to say about The Rock? Miz has been saying stuff about The Rock. Rock doesn't say anything about it. The Rock acts on it, but he doesn't say anything. Why? Why did they play it out that way? That's my take on it. You know, they should have let Rock verbally respond to it. They would have, like this, guys, like this. Follow me. Cena, Rock talks about Cena. Cena responds. Rock responds. Cena responds. Miz talks about The Rock. Rock responds. Miz answers back. Rock answers back, and then a beatdown. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. The way I just described it, guys, I thought that would have been more entertaining. More entertaining, in my opinion. Now, as far as Miz flipping the title, flipping the WWE, I think that's trying to kind of get him more over as a heel. You know, saying like, you know, he's changing everything. He's flipping the WWE around. And I believe by making the WWE symbol an M symbol on the title belt, it's kind of, it would put some more over as a heel. It would draw more heat. Like, people only think, like, how dare you do this to the WWE Championship? That's my take on it. You know, I feel like I had to add that in here into this video to add into it, because that was one of the major things about it. You know, a lot of people were talking about it, that Miz flipped the W around, or flipped it upside down to an M on his title belt. Now, I'm trying to think in my head, how am I going to do a prediction about this? I mean, because it's very hard. I mean, both men make good champions. But again, trying to predict what's going to happen, trying to get into the heads of the WWE creative team. Now, get into the heads. Don't stay there, because as far as I'm concerned, it's a barren wasteland in the head of WWE creative. That's my opinion about them. But to try to get into the mindset of the way they're going to play this out, it's very difficult. Because, again, you have Miz, who's really on a roll, being a heel champion. We haven't had a heel WWE champion that good, you know, since Randy Orton had his run. I believe it was in 2009. It was either 2008 or 2009. But Randy Orton was a great heel champion. It was around that time. So Miz is actually picking up the slack and making a great heel champion for the WWE. But will his run be over at WrestleMania, and are they gonna have him drop the title to Cena and have Cena get his run with the title belt? It's quite possible. It's quite possible. Considering the fact they probably would need him to do a whole bunch of advertising, considering the fact tomorrow night in video game stores they're releasing WWE All-Stars, and if WWE had a half a brain inside their skulls, they would have Cena going around doing all these promotional tours to advertise WWE All-Stars. I mean, come on. I mean, he's seen as almost literally the face of the WWE, their poster boy. But will Miz drop the title to Cena at WrestleMania? You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm not to be a mean boy about this, but I think I might, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to handle this because there are so many different scenarios that come into the factor. I mean, how is The Rock going to be involved in the match? How will Miz have his final run as heel champion? Will his heel run as champion be over at WrestleMania? Or will Cena get to get his championship back? Or will Cena lose at WrestleMania? It's very difficult to see which way it's going to go. But, like I said, it's so many different scenarios that you have to figure, guys. So many different scenarios. I mean, you know, it's been a great build to a match. I'm not going to say it's a awesome build up to the match, because I figured for it to be at that level of awesomeness, to quote Edge and Christian, that's not Miz, that's Edge and Christian. To get to that level of awesomeness for a build up, I would have liked to have seen Rock and Miz go back and forth verbally. Again, I've said that before. But it's been a great build up. It's been a very intense build up to this match. Now they've had Cena. You know what? The biggest one just came into my head, and I have to go ahead and say it. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say it. They're gonna let Cena. It's quite possible they're gonna let Cena be Cena, and what I mean by that, they're gonna let Cena be Super Cena. They're gonna have Cena just be like Rey Crimea River Mysterio. And if you guys don't like that, Rey Mysterio marks. If you don't like that, you can bite me. Anyway. They're going to let Cena be Super Cena. They're going to allow him to be just like Rey Crimea River Mysterio. They're going to allow him to overcome the odds again. And they're going to allow him to be WWE Champion. That's one big scenario that's popping out in my head right now. Is that right there. Now we have to factor The Rock into this as I open up my Coke Zero. And Coke Zero is pretty damn good, guys. By the way, it's not a product placement. I think it's just that damn good. Anyway. You have now to factor in The Rock. I don't mean for this to be a long video, but I just got a lot to say. Now, if they're going to play that angle, I'm trying to figure out how they're going to put The Rock in that angle and how they're going to work it. But out of all the angles that's going through my head right now, out of all the ways they could work this match at WrestleMania, the biggest one in my head, the biggest one that's popping out to me, guys, is again, they're going to let Cena be Super Cena. He's going to overcome the odds, and he's going to be WWE Champion again. So, with that being said, that is my pick. That's going to have to be my pick. It's going to be John Cena to win the WWE Championship. And I want to hear from you guys out there watching this video right now. Put your predictions in the comments section below. So, and by the way, guys, at this time, I'm at 194 subscribers. So keep up the good work, guys. Keep watching the videos, keep subscribing, and keep commenting on it. So with that being said, I'm Double V Billy Bujo, a.k.a. Wrestle Gamer. Thank you for watching this. My special little in-depth look into the Cena, Rock, Miz confrontation coming up at WrestleMania. Well, I'll say confrontation, I mean Cena versus The Miz for the WWE Championship. Of course, with common knowledge being The Rock's going to be involved. Until then, have a great night.